Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your host, Caed. It's episode 17, and we're in Caed. Merwald is down for the count, and now Connor wants to talk to us, and we're going to level everybody up.
Poor Merwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
I don't think knowledge was the problem. He said that if I can find out what caused this, it might help me. That is true, and there is no such thing in my experience as too much knowledge. Kana smiles. Come, we'll find your answers, and mine, I hope. All right, let's level up Aloth first. Aloth comes up. He's got lore. Let's see what's he got for survival. Receiving. Okay, we can give him accuracy versus creature type. That might be worthwhile, but let's just go with lore for him. And save a point for the next one. Now, oh my gosh. Tons of stuff here. Okay. Okay, a couple of neat spells here for him. At third level, Expose Vulnerabilities is really awesome. This is a AoE in 3.5 meter radius that does -5 damage reduction. That alone is huge. -10 deflection and -10 concentration for 26 seconds. Against willpower on enemies. So that is a must-have. Then over here, what we have is Curse of Blackened Sight. Blinded for 26 seconds. Remember what blind does. This does a whole bunch of stuff, but accuracy is reduced by 26 for all sources. Perception is reduced by 4. Movement is reduced. Reflex and deflection are reduced. That's an amazing spell, and it's only for a single target, but it's great against boss-type mobs. So I'm going to grab those two spells for him, Expose Vulnerabilities and Curse of Blackened Sight. The other really neat thing is, and I remember doing this with Aloth, if you want to do it from level 1, or if you want to respect the character, you can turn him into kind of a Gish character, because with Consulhat's Parasitic Staff, he can summon this Quarterstaff. That has increased reach, exceptional, and draining, which is really nice. And then you can give him things like Spirit Shield, Fleet Feet, Eldritch Aim, which increases his accuracy, Mirror Image, which he can get Bulwark against the elements. And then later on, he starts to get these higher level abilities, like this one, Rena Grimm's Repulsive Image, Lengreth's Displaced Image, which gives him deflection, reflex, plus 50% of incoming hits turned into grazes. You can get him Deliritus Alacrity of Motion, which gives him plus 50% attack speed. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that he can do to kind of turn him into a melee fighter. He has to sit there and buff, though, with all of those things before he can really do anything, which is why it's not great, because, again, they're not spells that are used one per encounter. They're just spells. So I've tried to do it with him, and the problem is it's really only good for like one encounter where he can spend a couple of turns buff himself as fast as possible, and then run in there like a Gish character with Consulhat's Paralytic Staff and just smack the heck out of stuff. It does work, but it really only works for one fight. So the rest of the time he has to be at range. So that's, just using his scepter. So that's why I tend to do things like make him more of a support character with exposed vulnerabilities and a lot of his spells. So that's what he gets. Then we're going to do me. I level up. Yay. Awesome. Okay. Mechanics, because he's our mechanics character. What's survival left of this? Bonus movement, accuracy versus creature type. I would like to have accuracy versus creature type. So let's see if we can get up there. Now, I got to go look at my guide. This is particularly fun. It's another thing I love about this cipher is that they have so many good abilities. And it just gets to be a little bit hard to test. To figure out what to do. Puppet Master is a nice one. So what we have is Charm, which works really well. Puppet Master is a stronger form of it, leaves them dominated, and they will subservient to the will of the enemy and will use everything at its disposal to fight its former teammates, which my understanding of this spell is that they will use more of their special abilities instead of just flat out fighting. but you can only have one dominated foe. If you dominate something new, the old dominate, even if it hasn't worn off yet, will wear off. It's a really nice spell. Soul Ignition is also really nice. It does a whopping 147 burn damage over 14 seconds, and then forces an enemy's soul to leak energy, igniting the air around them and burning them over time. It's just a great dot to have. Ectopsychic Echo is another one of these line spells, which we haven't used a lot. And instead of tethering this to an enemy, it tethers to a teammate, and then it does crush damage for anyone caught in the middle. It does 24 to 35 crush damage, which is very nice because there's crush damage is something that enemies don't defend well against in this game. So it's pretty awesome. And then there's still spells at level 2 that we want. Phantom Foes is great because it makes it easy to flank enemies. Flanked is going to give them deflection reduced by 10 and make it so that people can perform sneak attacks. We're going to want that. I think we can get away without Puppet Master for right now. Soul Ignition is great. I almost want to take Phantom. And Amplified Thrust is another nice one. We're probably going to want this now. This one bounces psychic energy harmlessly off of the target and onto the closest nearby enemy. So this is the one you bounce through your allies, which makes it a great second row thing to do. I'm probably going to grab Amplified Thrust and Soul Ignition. We'll get Puppet Master later. We'll get Ectopsychic Echo later, and we'll still get Phantom Foes later when people start taking Apprentice Sneak Attacks. So that's that. It's pretty hot. I love it. It's great. So for Adair, he's got athletics up to 6. This is for his second win. That's the main thing we want. For survival, increased consumable duration. That might be nice. Let's grab that. And athletics, so his second win is a little better. Now, here's where we got to figure out what to take for him. He gets the Battle Axe, Sword, Morningstar, Crossbow, Pole Axe, S-Stock, Flail, Wand, and Warbow. Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Sceptered Rod. This all gives him more damage for these. Hatchet, Spear, Quarterstaff, Hunting Bow, Unarmed. Ruffian gives him the Saber, the Stiletto, the Club, the Pistol, and the Blunderbuss. So that's if he wants to do the Saber. Soldier gets you Great Sword and a Pike, which is what me and the other Paladin will do. I'm not sure I want to do any of those just yet. Let's take a look at some of this other stuff. Okay, there's a couple other things here at the bottom if you don't want to take a weapon specialization now. And I kind of don't because I want to wait for him to get a weapon that he might keep for a while. Vigorous Defense, 1 per encounter. It raises plus 20 to all defenses for 15 seconds. That's something he's going to want. Into the Fray is also nice. It pulls a target towards you into immediate melee range, causing pierce damage and leaving them dazed. It's kind of a nice starter. Vigorous Defense, I think, might be more useful for us in the beginning of the game. Confident Aim is going to give you 20% of grazes converted to hits and 20% minimum, plus 20% minimum damage. This is passive. Confident Aim is something you need to take because, again, Adair is going to be your main tank and he's going to be defensive. But in order to keep the attention of boss mob type enemies, he has to be able to do enough damage to keep their attention. And if he doesn't, then your higher damage characters are going to peel it right off him. They're going to die. So I actually think I'll grab that now instead of Vigorous Defense. Let's get this and make sure that he has enough offense to keep doing his job. Kana is our last one for right now. See, he's got really high lore, Chanter, and a Scholar. Let's just keep going up so he has lore then. Survival. Give him bonus received healing multiplier on that. And then here we go. What's he got for phrases? This is -10 / pierce damage. -10 concentration. Nope, don't want either one of those. Lo, their endless host, the harbingers of doom. Foe area of effect. Frightened. Resolve and dexterity reduced by 2 and accuracy reduced by 10. That's a nice one. Aura. Plus 25 defense against frightened attacks. -10 second frightened duration, plus 15 defense against terrified attacks. Ooh, I kind of like that. You're going to need that against a dragon. Drop Trap, Rime and Frost Trap. No, don't care about that. Sure-handed Illa knocks her arrows with speed. Range, okay. Friendly aura. Reload speed and range attack speed. We do have some range attackers, so that's not too bad. Minus 10 accuracy against disengaging enemies. No, I really think I want this. We're going to have to set that song up. But that'll be his. Let's do that.
Following
In fact,
your lead.
let's set his songs up. Edit chance. Okay. So group C, we would want this. One stood against, what is it? At the sight of her comrades. Let's see. Yep. Decreases the duration and defends against terrified and frightened. So you'd want that. And giving bonuses to fortitude and will. You'd probably want that. And then just keep cycling that to make sure that you're always being protected by against frightened. So that'd be great. And that gets him a C. That's cool. All right. I like that. Well then. Protect against frightened and terrified. That'd be nice. What do we got here? Adair, anything? So now that we have spent 10 minutes, 11 minutes doing this. Oh, look, there's people here. Okay. Well then, Adair, my friend. Defend a looter. Okay. I'm going to start turning some of these guys onto our side then. Looter.
Well,
I want you over here.
Hey there.
She's going to interdict everybody.
following your lead.
Kana, start shooting this loser.
How may I help?
Aloth, kind of get over here. Alright, you take that guy on. Let's see. You have enough spells here. We could do some defense. Do that. Drop that in there. Uh-oh. Spiders are coming from the back end. Oh, no. Oh, bad that the spiders are coming in there. Okay. You're going to have to do more than that then. Offense, all of us. I can't believe we've got the spiders in here. That's awful. That's awful. Where am I at? Okay. I got 18. I can charm something else. Let's charm that one. Here, take that out. Drop this, sister. Boom. No, 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 no. Don't leave. You gotta come over here and do this. There you go. Now, charm someone over here. That guy.
Following your lead.
Give us a bunch of skeletons right here.
Hi?
Aloth, what do we have? Fireball. Exposed vulnerabilities. Well, we didn't get time to do it. Crackling bolt. Can you do... right there.
What is it?
Who's this? And that's Kana. What's Kana doing over there?
Following your lead.
Oh my god, dude. Shoot this guy. Still got the 3. Okay, do this. Okay. That works. Aloth, what else you got here? Paralyze this fool. Will you? Kana. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Strip this thing. Get over here. Hit this guy.
No, damn it. No.
It's just a skeleton. Don't worry about it.
Hey there.
Shoot this guy. Let's see, skeletons over there. Let's just go over here. What do I have? What did I get? Speaker of the Restless. The Watcher speaks directly to the souls of his or her enemies, filling them with dread of what awaits them at the wheel. 2 per rest. Okay. Crucible of the soul. The Watcher unravels the vital essence of his or enemies, gaining endurance in the process. 1 per rest. Okay. I gotta remember that I have those. Let's go back and whisper treason on this again. No. Is that Adair? Where's Adair? This is Karzik. Okay, Adair. Go kick this guy over.
What is it?
I will help fight this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Kana, give us some more skeletons. He's still... Still alive, old friend. Lots of dead spiders. Yeah, that was funny. They came flanking us. We're like, ooh, we will flank you. Mugs of beer. Helmet. Frog helm. There are helmets in the game that actually that give you bonuses. It's just that in the early part of the game here, there are a ton of them that don't. It takes a while to get a special helm. All right, what are we looking at here? Make our way through the rest of Caed. And there we go, beetles. Go take that thing down.
Following your lead.
Yeah?
Well,
You can fire off spells at that. I'm going to whisper treason on this old boy here.
And that's how.
There you go. Now attack him.
yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, you can kill this
Have to
thing,
try
can't
something else.
you? Yeah. Dead. Mental binding. Paralyzation, babe.
That's it. All
What do
right,
we have down here? Some cash. Not much, though.
Crave down.
Okay. More of them. More of these guys.
Hey there.
Yeah.
Let's whisper of treason on that, dude.
Following your lead.
Bullseye.
There we go. Now. Yep, get in there. Get this thing. Or get this one. There we go. Let's do something fun here. Move. I had to try that again. It's been a while since I've done that. Those are such neat spells, those line spells. Alright. And they'll come in really handy on some of the longer fights in the game. If I remember correctly, there are
Keeping an eye out.
traps here. Traps? No traps? There was something over here. Web sack. All right, let's just go with. Let's just do the whole thing here, buddies.
Crave.
Oh, there is a big ass spider here. Okay, Spider Queen. do this.
Following your lead.
Gonna shoot this thing. You're gonna wait for a second. What I want you to do first is drop defense on everybody.
Aye.
Aloth, get over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of move right there. All right. What's the first thing we should do?
How may I help?
Expose vulnerabilities when this chick gets up here. Let's do that.
Well,
You're going to attack this. I am going to make myself not as vulnerable. Yep, get ready. It's coming, buddy. Here she comes. Go like that. You interdict. Okay. Now, what's her? She's 65. I need a couple more points, and then I'm thinking I'm just going to launch my big spell on her. Aloth, do you think you can paralyze it? I doubt it, but let's give it a shot. Everyone, offense. Kana, be shooting this thing. Ah. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to whisper a treason this thing.
Hey there.
You're going to drop this guy. This thing is paralyzed. Oh my god. Is it? Yes, it is. No. Do this. What are you doing? Do this. Okay.
Yeah?
Sister, what else do you got left? Places a magical seal on the floor. No. Grants immunity to sicken and weaken. No. Reducing the speed of all enemies in the area of effect. Okay. Do that.
How may I help?
Aloth, I need you to do this. Necrotic Lance on her. And I am here with this guy on my side. Okay. I gotta attack this thing. I really want to get over there and
Following
attack
your
her.
lead.
You've got skeletons. Launch them over there, please. Now I can paralyze her. See if you can get her. Okay, Aloth just hit her for a ton of damage, it looked like. You've got to kill this thing, dude. Where are you, Adair? Kill this thing, will you? She's paralyzed. Okay, I need to go in on her then. Move to right here. Oh, you're stuck. Okay. Can you hit her with this thing?
I have.
There we go. Shoot.
Looks like it hurt.
She's still there. Okay. Paralyze her again.
so much
She's,
for that one.
she's attacking the skeletons, which is great. There we go. Where are you, my friend? Attack this. Adair, where are you? You get the spider. All right, there she goes. Yes, she's dead. Oh, and there comes our paladin leveled up. Sweet. And then we get this. It's a unique stiletto, one-handed, very fast. Interrupt is weak. Accuracy, damage reduction, draining, damaging one. Nice stuff. Only person who might use it Might be me, but
All right,
not
then.
really. There we get access to a rogue later in the game though, so let's level him up then. Okay, athletics. You need which bonus damage versus flanked enemies. Let's do that, and your athletics up. And then, yep, here we go. All right, tons of choices here for things that you want to do with your paladins. One is to turn them into sort of modify their flames of devotion and everything to do tons of fire damage. So intense flames modifies flames of devotion as burn. There's also this one that I want to take. Where is it at? Apprentice sneak attack. Plus 15 melee damage, and it's passive. It's active all the time. Now, here are all the different conditions under which this becomes in play. Blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, and weakened. Now, we are really good at putting those effects, those detriments, those debuffs on enemies, especially flanking with 2 or more people. We do a lot of paralyzed, petrified, prone, because Adair can knock people over. You can stick them with web. You can stun them. We've done a lot of stunning. And we weaken them, of course, with interdiction, blind them. So this is like a free 15% damage on almost all the time. So I want all my melee characters to take it. So he's going to grab that. All right. Now, we're half an hour into this episode. Let's see what else we can do. What's up in this direction? Isn't there some like big Adra in here or something? Big Adra stone. Yeah, right here. You can walk right on it. Kind of incredible. There's a ladder all the way back up there. There's a room down here, though, and there's a room here that we haven't discovered. So before we go anywhere else, what is this? This looks like it should go off into another area. Oh, it kind of does. It kind of does, but there's like a door in the way. We gotta come back to that somehow, don't we? We gotta get there through a different manner. Oh, there's some crackling going on here. Yeah, let's go this way. Getting pretty beat up here.
Brave does.
Okay, a bunch of turkeys over here. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I think the smart thing is for me to come over here. I'm gonna make a line with a line spell. Adair is gonna go in here and knock this thing down. You're gonna attack this thing. Kana, shoot that. You're gonna interdict everybody soon. Come over here. You move here. There we go. Now, interdict. I'm gonna have to do charms, even though that's not what I wanted to do. There's a Zaudup priest. I want to get that big spider first. Now, Aloth, you still have a ton of spells here. Hit these guys with miasma, dull-mindedness. That is an instant spell for him. It's kind of awesome. Okay. Your holy radiance. Oh, you're stuck, so just do this. Change your weapon to this and attack this thing. Unless you can just get around. Go around. Okay. Go like this. Oh, this is going to be great. Nail this thing. Shoot this. Wander around here, buddy. Oh. Okay, what else can we do? Attack this. There's a good attack. Gives you a chance to whisper a treason. Do it on this one. Kana, give us our skeletons. And then shoot this thing. Aloth, what do you got here? Nail this. Darling. Get out of there. There's a key. It's the heavy iron key. Okay. We're going to see if we can finish this level so we can get
All
up
right,
top.
then.
And I think we can rest once we get back up to the top. Oh, what is this? Plus 10% ability area of effect. Darling, you may already have a ring like that. Let's see what she's got. Yep. Plus 10 ability area of effect. You should wear it, then it'll affect your aura. Or it should. There's a door here. The shimmering wall of energy extends across the doorway like a curtain. It repels forward movement with unnatural force. Perhaps the voice in that throne upstairs knows more. Perhaps it does. Let's go talk to it. Besides, we need to rest. Maybe it can tell us what the heck is going on. Huh. Doink, doink, doink.
Aye, you're right. No sense listening to that old bam pot. Damned Virago, not now!
Aloth, do you have a little multiple personality disorder going on, sir? I like Aloth a lot.
I felt Mayor Wald's passing. You slew him.
Several of him.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayor Wald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
I've always wanted my own keep, even if it is a little cursed. Then it is yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad, that is, how good it is to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been a complication of a kind. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Merwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before it became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired if it is in your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. What am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. I see. How do I repair the Barbican? Merwald set aside materials, and they are still available to you. In the furniture, in the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin. Great. All right, what does being master of Cadnua entail? There are many responsibilities involved in maintaining the keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instructions. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies and ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige, draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security, in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. Was there anything else? What did you mean when you said this keep is cursed? Merwald's curse was his own, a watcher's curse. But his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place. For what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our Adirian colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. One who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Cadnua a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes. The endless paths, Kana says. That, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go, if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Adiran. I see. What are the endless paths? Of Old Nua. This is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glenfathans that this site was cursed. There is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Engwithan named Old Nua, Odd Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch. A few have ventured there, have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. Promise of Engwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers. To their deaths, I fear. Who is this master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths, the Engwithan tyrant, Odd Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more. But what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen, while below, the hand of the great statue Odd Nua constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Odd Nua himself. But am I not the master of Cadnua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in. If you would remain, if you would be lord of the place, then I can only advise you to seek out this foe before it destroys you. All right, time to find this queen in the city of Defiance. You must know this queen you're looking for, Defiance Bay, has no queen. The Mequins of Adir haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wodaka. I am told they erect an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Merwald kept a ledger, as it happens, and I have taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Fine, let's see it. Then we'll get underway at once. Know, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep your grounds from becoming overrun as they did under Merwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you but reach out. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican. So, we can get that. This is nice. Now, we got gold enough to do some. You can repair the Western Barbican, bars passage of invaders coming across the river. The Bright Hollow restoration will allow you to rest here. Other upgrades can be unlocked. So we have a lot of money here. This will take 2 days. So we'll purchase that and allow us to rest. And now the other thing is the main keep will repair your Great Hall, allowing visitors and adventurers to be able to do your companions. So we should do that. Bright Hollow restoration is already in progress. Okay. And then the one that I really want is there's the library, the barracks, allow you to employ hirings, merchant stalls, craft hall. This is the one. Provide you with weapons and armor, merchant, as well as dexterity bonus for resting at Bright Hollow and the curio shop. Artificer's hall. I think this is it. One of these allows you to get components for crafting that you really need. So I'll have to look at those. There's a ton of stuff to upgrade. Obviously, it's crazy. Warden's Lodge, Hedge Maze. I mean, it's just look at it. There's a ton of stuff. It's pretty cool. This is the thing that drove me nuts about Pathfinder Kingmaker, because if they would have just made it like this, I would have enjoyed that game so much more. They made theirs really annoying. It's still a great game, but it's just, this was better. This is your +1 upgrades from your prestige, security, upgrades, actions, hirelings, party management, status. Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately you can't rest here. No resting. Camping is not allowed here. Never far from the queen. So what we'll do is head out of here. Still have to go down and see about that thing. So the Barbican's restored. I think what I'd rather do here. Well, let's go this way. I think to end this episode, what I want to do is.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Yep, here's our party. I think so this will get us down here, which is great. But what I want to do is go to Gilded Vale first. We're going to rest there, and we're going to get some more camping supplies. And then we'll talk to our companions, and then we'll be done. And then we can move on, because there's 3 people here that want to talk, so. We'll chat with all of them after we're well rested, maybe. Or maybe before. Get over here, fast mode. Let's see what they have to say. Aloth. Aloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you all right?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Meowald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
Well, my situation is more dire than I realized. Got to find this leaden key. Fast.
That does seem like the logical course of action. I shall follow your lead.
Then let's move on.
I
Kana.
confess, I was hoping our meeting with Meowald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Caed the Younger read her father's will.
Well, I wish I could have gotten through to Meowald. He was far gone, but don't worry. The past is there that we might learn from it. I'm sure we'll find more answers in Defiance Bay.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
Yes, it should. And what about you, Adair?
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
What was the dumb idea?
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewind. Been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. And hearing claims that he died fighting for Caed that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Wide had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died, so I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why don't you ask me for help? I'm a Watcher. Guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says he's a Watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with Watchers. I should be starting with records. I see, so why don't you? Adair thinks a moment, his lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrows. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at that palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
We can do that, my friend. Oh. This has been a rather pleasant episode.
Welcome.
I'd like a room, please. The common room. And I'd like some camping
Hail and well
supplies.
met.
I will take your camping supplies. There we go. A couple of those. And then I will trade you some garbage. Yeah, this kind of garbage. All of this junkers here. We don't need that sword. We don't need that hatchet. I don't even think we need that fine greatsword or that. What about this stuff? Nope. What about these? Nope. There we go. Trade you that stuff. I like how easy that is in this game. Okay, folks. We are going to get ready to travel. We have to go. There's Caed at the Wooden Plains and Deerford Village. Okay. This is where we're going to start next episode. Bright Hollow restoration complete. Great. We can start in on the next thing. Everyone, thanks for watching. As usual, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you're doing, what you're playing, how much fun you're having, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.